More than 1 in 3 Georgia children between the ages of 10 and 17 are classified as overweight or obese. That from the Centers for Disease Control. This morning, 11 Alive kicks off an initiative to offer tips to help parents deal with the problem of childhood obesity. And Donna Lowry is here to tell us more about that. Donna?
That's right. We're going to begin to look at school lunches. And the question, what's healthier, sending a lunch or eating it at school?
Parents can often feel sandwiched between whether to make their child's lunch or buy it from the school cafeteria. But the answer might be both.
School lunches are really coming around and really trying to focus on health and nutrition. So maybe if you're too busy or if the parent, works a lot, school lunches are perfectly fine too.
Biden says parents can better watch what their children eat by packing their meal themselves. But school lunches can also be a good option. The selections are regulated by the USDA, and the costs are reasonable, from generally about $1.60 to $2.50 a meal.
The value for the dollar that they pay is tremendous.
You get as many fruits and veggies as you like.
School food directors across the country are working to make sure every meal contains the right amount of calories, protein, and other nutrients to fit national standards. Parents can make healthy meals themselves, but often calcium is missing because families are afraid to pack dairy products in a lunchbox.
We do sell milk to students so that if they can't pack to ensure that the milk stays cold, they can go through the line and get a carton of milk from us.
Nutritionists agree parents can feed their children the right foods without spending a lot. This lunch cost $2.04.
I think you can eat healthy on a limited budget. You don't always have to do the more convenient option.
Now we're going to talk more about this with nutritionist Dunaway Teh. Thanks so much for coming in. Yes. Last year, I went to 5 different Metro Atlanta schools, and what we did was bring them to you to analyze and remind us of what you came up with.
Well, most of the schools did really well. Of course, the USDA guidelines, most of them were within the range to meet those guidelines, and most of them made items from scratch, had fresh fruits and vegetables available, and also offered a good many whole grains. So they really did do a good job overall.
And they're paying attention now. They have to.
Yes, absolutely. Certainly school nutrition is at the forefront, and certainly sometimes comes under a lot of scrutiny as well. But they really are doing a great job. Certainly there's always room for improvement, but they really are doing very well considering the constraints that they have.
So parents can feel like their kids are getting something healthy at school. Let's talk about at home if you want to take it to school. You brought in some examples here and some really cool containers and all.
I did. There are so many great containers out there because really a concern is the food safe? Because most of what you send to school does need to stay refrigerated. And maybe just an ice pack or a frozen juice box is not going to really do it. So here we've got some different options. I packed a chicken salad sandwich that I had leftover chicken. I've got my fresh fruit, my cut vegetables, and instead of salad dressing, I put in a hummus dip, and then also kind of a cheese stick. And then I love these little yogurt tubes that are frozen, or you can freeze them, and then they're usually thawed by the time that lunch comes around. And as well as fun different ice packs.
I didn't know they had the little cute ice packs like that.
They do. There are some really cute ice packs. And as well as I like this container because it has an ice pack that actually goes in the middle. And so what you want to do is really make sure that you've got lots of ice packs packed around the food. And if you pack the food the night before, then it's already at the proper temperature when you go to put it in the lunchbox in the morning. So then you don't have the worry of the ice pack trying to pull it down to the correct temperature, which is below 40 degrees, and then keep it there until lunchtime.
We got to talk about those picky eaters because I have one.
Yes.
It's really, you can do all of this, but if they don't eat it, what good is it?
Absolutely. If they don't eat it, you've done no good at all. And so certainly, some of the best things you can do is keeping a wide variety of foods at home, exposing your child to a wide variety, but most important is involving them in shopping and preparation. A child is more likely to eat the food if they've had a hand in preparing it. They're more curious about it that way. And then certainly being a good role model yourself is very important.
Yeah, you said be a good role model, keep plenty of healthy foods around so that they're visible at all times.
Yes.
And then go over the lunch menus with the kids, right?
Absolutely. Look at the lunch menu. See what's actually there. Talk to your child about the choices and see what they're choosing. And maybe help them make better choices if need be. But go into the school cafeteria, see what's really there. Talk to the cafeteria manager or the school food service director. You'd be surprised at how open they are to sharing their knowledge with parents and educating them about what they have to offer.
All righty, we're going to work on this.
Yes.
Dunaway Teh with Dunaway Dietetics. Thanks for coming in this morning, and we're going to do our best to keep this going.
Great,
guys.
Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot, Don.